Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to At Home with Quita. This is Marquita if you are new here, and on this video we're going to be setting up a fitness planner. I mentioned on Instagram if you guys wanted to see me set up my fitness planner and how I was going to put that all together, and you guys said yes. So I said let me go ahead and film the process. Instead of just going ahead and putting it together, I will show you guys what my plans are in terms of trying to get back into fitness and healthy eating. So if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll stick around and consider subscribing, and you'll also give me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoy it. So let's jump in. I'm going to show you everything I'm going to use to set up a fitness planner that is dedicated to fitness and healthy eating. And if you want to see that, make sure to keep watching. All right, you guys know my struggles. I have been on and off keto for the past year and a half, and this is just going to be my life. So you'll probably see another video talking you through some difficulties I've been experiencing, how I fell off the bandwagon, how I'm getting back on the bandwagon. This is just my life, and it's just been a struggle of mine since I can remember. And so we're going to try again. Of course, the key is getting back on the bandwagon when you fall off. So that's what we're going to do next week. My family is all in and they are ready to go, and I really need them to be all in because I don't want to be cooking separate meals for them than I am for me, because that just makes life more difficult. So we're going all in. I'm going to do more videos on my channel showing you guys some plan with me's fitness wise, and just talking you through, maybe showing you some pictures before and afters. We'll see how I feel about that. And so this is everything I'm going to use. I know it seems like a lot. And so this is all from Fancy Plans Co., which is amazing. So this is going to be a Fancy Plans Co. dedicated fitness planner. So I'm going to show you all of this stuff. I pulled some inserts from downstairs, and I did create a whole entire collection that is fitness themed. So I'm really excited for that as well. It is available in the shop now. And so if you guys are looking for a fitness planner setup, I have a whole entire collection that is just dedicated just to all things fitness. And so I'm going to dump everything into that collection as I'm creating things. So some stuff isn't necessarily a part of the collection, but I felt like it would help to make this planner complete. So first and foremost, because it's a lot of stuff here, is these new dashboards from our shop. Now they are not fitness themed, they are just dashboards that are cardstock, and they do not come with the dashboard labels here at the top, the fold over tabs. Those actually do come separate. I do have a ton of variety of those in the shop, but I do also have some fitness themed ones, which are right here. So these are specifically fitness themed ones, and so I'm going to use these in the setup as well. And so these literally just come like that. It's punched, a piece of heavyweight cardstock with a printed design on it. You can attach these. You can also just use our regular dashboards, which I'm going to use in the setup. These are frosted. I love them. I'm so obsessed with our new frosted plastic. They are coming back to the shop, although these are included in the planner box kit that will be going out soon of the new launch, which you guys have about another week or so left, in which you can place your order for pre-order. And so you can actually put these in back of them, because again, they won't have this little tab here. If you just want to have a peekaboo of something, you can put the plastic dashboard divider and then put one of these in back of them if you just want to have some, you know, just a little pop of something. And so I just thought I would mention to you that they come like this basically. And you can attach it right here. As you guys can see, I just attached the sticker right onto the cardstock dashboard. You can do that. And so that's what I did here in this case, because I want to have months. And so this is January until December. So that's January to June, first 6 months. So you can put the first 6 months in and then transition into the second 6 months to make it a full year. But I'm gonna go ahead and just set up a full year. So this is July through December. So just to show you the designs, that's like a grid pattern, polka dots, some chevron, some little X's, lines, and these are going to be double-sided. This is a misprint, so that's why I typically keep it for myself, is because when I do mess up, I don't want it to go to waste. And so the dashboards available, these in the shop, are going to be double-sided print. And so I love that design. And then like some little sprinkles, more lines, very neutral, as you guys can see, and I love them so much. Okay, so that's what we're going to use. And we're going to put the inserts that I'm going to be using within each month. So that's first up. We also need discs, of course. These are our larger discs. We do have the 1.25 discs, which I was using at first, which are just a little bit bigger than mini discs. And then these are 1.50, which are in between classic and expander discs. And actually, I take that back. 1.25, our standard discs are classic size discs. Our classic size discs. So that's what I would typically use, but I'm going to go ahead and expand out just a little bit. And sometimes I just feel like, although expander discs from the Happy Planner are great, they're just too big sometimes for me. And so I needed something right in between. So that's what these are, right in between expander discs and classic size discs, which I think they're great. They're just the perfect size. So we need discs. We also have our new frosted dashboards. Well, they're not new because we've always had frosted and clear in our shop, but I love these frosted dashboards. Okay, so I always say this, and I'm going to do a dedicated video about dashboards, all about dashboards. Okay, so our dashboards are not glass dashboards. They're not super thick dashboards. They are a plastic dashboard, as you can see, very sturdy, but they are thin. And I like them this way on purpose. We have a manufacturer that has all different thicknesses of plastic, and we use different plastics for, like, our covers are thicker, and we could technically go to a thicker dashboard, but it's my preference because a lot of times when I'm creating these things, I'm creating them for me. And now that I have a shop, I'm able to share them in the shop, some things that have been useful and helpful for me. And so I like a thin dashboard because I don't want my planner to be super bulky. I want the bulk of my planner to come from the inserts. And so because of that, we don't offer thicker, super thick dashboards. So as you can see, that's how much thickness that this will take up in your planner, which I think is amazing. And so they're still sturdy. They still last forever. I have my first ever dashboards that I ever created still in my classic size planner. And of course, the way I punched them, you'll have to kind of pull them apart just like this, but it's not hard and it doesn't affect anything. And then after that, they move around very easily. So I love frosted. Frosted is my preference only because I feel like it's so forgiving. The fingerprints don't show, and our clear is great as well, but of course clear is gonna be clear, and frosted is just what I love. So of course we're gonna need frosted dashboards, and our fold over dashboard tabs, our fold over tabs like this come in a sheet of 2. So it'll be 2 this size with different words on them. And we have a ton of varieties of these as well. I am working on a reformat in our shop for them to be 2 pages. And so you'll still see some that have the older format where we would punch the sticker sheet so you could put it in your planner. It hasn't been that popular in our shop to have it punched. And I feel like this size is gonna be perfect for you to just slide in some of our adhesive pockets, which I'll show you soon. And so we have a ton of variety from fitness to recipe to monthly to everything. And so when I say fold over, that just basically means you're gonna fold it over to both sides so that when you flip the dashboard to this side, you'll still see that particular subject. So dashboards, and then 2-piece sticker fold over tabs. I've got a pin loop. You always need a pin loop, especially when you're setting up a new planner. Black is just my thing. We do have some new pin loops coming to our shop, which will have our logo on them. And that is what will be included in the planner box kit, which I'm really excited about. So once those come in, of course, I'll show those to you guys. It's going to take some time. I also have some of these stickers. These are our new fitness task card stickers. So I'm going to be setting up task cards. And then these are our date square stickers. I have a few of them in here because all of our planners are undated. And I like to have these readily available to me when I get ready to plan so that I can go ahead and date them out. And so these are all clear, transparent stickers, these and these. And so that's what I'm going to be using. Again, task cards, black. I have 3 of them in here. And then we have the sleeves that they fit in, the adhesive pockets, and then we also have our transparent sticky notes. So I need all of that. This will all be for task cards. And also have a dashboard that will be for the task cards as well, for me to stick them on, organize them. So that's all about task cards. Then we have another adhesive pocket because I'm going to stick some sticker sheets in here. And I just like to have a adhesive pocket as opposed to a pocket folder because I just think it looks better in the planner. And so we're going to use this. And then these are our new sticker kits. So we now have what's called boxes and icons. And so within boxes and icons, you'll get a sheet of icons, which look like this. And I do 2 different color schemes in terms of the boxes for each set. And so this is the fitness Get Fit. So there are the boxes on the back. And so this is the rose pink color scheme. I love some colorful boxes. So it comes with this sheet of icons, and then it comes with a box, a colorful boxes set. So same thing with this one. So I'll go ahead and pull it out because I am going to use these. I'm not going to do a plan with me on this video, but I'm going to show you kind of how I'm going to store them in my planner so that they're available to me. I like to have stickers available to me so I can plan on the go. And so this has the same icons, and it has a blue and navy color scheme. So I love these. So I'm going to put those to the side. We also now have clear quote dashboards, which I'm obsessed with. I have a few of them in my regular catch-all planner, and so I'm going to be using these. So when I get ready to use them, I'll show you how they're going to be used and how they look. But they are awesome. I love these. We have a whole ton of different quotes on the cover. So that one says small changes eventually add up to huge results, now or never. So although I only have these two in the fitness collection, which is called Get Fit, by the way, we do have a ton more of these in the clear quote dashboard collection that you could use as well, because it's all inspiration. I just put these because I specifically created them for fitness, but whatever speaks to you. So we're going to be using those. And then we have fill paper. Of course, we've got to have fill paper to fill in that planner. One has a water bottle on it. One has like some, one has a bag, and then the water bottle inserted within the bag. And then this is just the bag. So this is just fill paper. I know it's a lot of stuff, y'all, but it's all in the collection. You don't have to buy it all, but I know a lot of times you guys will ask me, how do I get a planner set up just like yours? This kind of is what this video is for, so you can see exactly how my planner is set up. All of it is in the fitness collection, the Get Fit collection, with the exception of the project inserts. These are just in fill paper. And otherwise you should be able to shop the collection and find what you need. So I also, since I'm doing keto, I created some macro quick reference. I think this is going to work great for me because sometimes I just want to look at my planner and see really quickly what would be the macro for that particular item, which is the carbs, fat, protein, calories. I also do use an app, so I'll do a more in-depth video and show you guys like some things that have worked for me. I do have a video in the past where I talked about that, so I'll do a refresher. And so I think this is going to be great just to have popped in my planner just so I can see really quickly, so I can make sure I stay within those macros. I also created a blank one just in case you don't want this for macros, but maybe you want to still track the same stuff, but you don't want it to say macro quick reference, excuse me. Or you want it to say something else. You could use this for whatever you want because it is blank. So I'm going to pop some of those in. And then we've got the project sheets. I think what I was going to use these for is for before and after photos. I think I may create one dedicated for that. I haven't quite decided yet. And actually, I really just needed the Cornell notes. I really didn't need the project inserts. So I think we'll see how these work out because I do like the inspiration ideas here, resources, and some of the sections. I like how they're titled, whereas the Cornell notes doesn't have any title. So I could just kind of white out what is not needed. So we'll see how these work out in the planner. And then we have, of course, the fitness planner. So it comes with a quote cover, or you can get it with the dates or the months on the front cover. It won't say 2020 because everything's undated. It'll just say October. And so that's how it is formatted now. So I like to pop in one of these. I think I'm going to use this for January because I'm not quite sure how this thing's gonna go. And I don't know, I just wanted to have one that had the quote on the front and then one that has the months as well. So we've got that. Then I was torn between the covers. I have, I think, 7 or 8 designs in the shop. Everything is cohesive in terms of the collection. So as you can see, all of this matches. These little icons match with this. And then the sticker sheets, that all matches with the collection as well. So everything matches perfectly. And so these covers, I was confused on which one I wanted. So I went ahead and printed them both. And I said, you know what, as the video goes along, I'll decide which one I want. I'm kind of leaning towards this one only because I don't know, I think she's really cute. I love her little outfit, but I like this one because I feel like it's just a general, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I guess I need to decide that now, right? Should we just do any, mini, miny, mo? I guess I'll start out with her and then I'll see where that takes me. Okay, so we have every single thing we need. Okay, so we're just gonna set this baby up. This is fun. I really love a good setup video, and so hopefully you guys do as well. Okay, first thing that you're gonna need to do is pull that cover out. You'll need to pull the cover out. As you can see, everything is individually packaged. This is how we package things in our shop. Okay, look at that cover. Isn't that so cute? That's the back side, and then that is the inside. So if you want, you could do it like that. That could be the cover, and then she can be on the back. It's completely up to you. We have her in 2 different skin tones, and so we try to be all inclusive here, and that just works out great. So we've got that. We have discs that come in these little pillow boxes, and so all of our discs come with 9 for you to set up a classic happy planner if you would like. And in the box planner kits that are going out, it's only going to include the appropriate number of discs that you need for that particular planner based on what you ordered. So it won't come standard with 9. So you only need 8 for half letter. This is a half letter planner, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. So I only pulled 8. Okay. All right, so now that we have the planner set up like this, we are ready to go ahead and start adding inserts. Okay, so what I'm thinking I want to do is go ahead and set up our standard monthly section, which is going to have, again, these divider dashboards here, which again, they don't come with the tabs, but I went ahead and put the monthly tabs on because this is going to go in the calendar section of this planner. And so I'm going to go ahead and add those first, just to get those discs stable too, because sometimes when there's nothing in it or very little in it, it's tough to keep them stabilized. So I'm going to have a whole year in here. So this will be just my fitness planners. You guys know I do have a fitness section in my catch-all planner, so I'm going to keep that there just so I can plan on the fly. May not have monthly inserts in there, but I do want to keep it in there. So as you can see, you have tons of clearance here, so when you close it, you don't see those tabs on the end. Okay, so now that we have that there, we can go ahead and add in our calendar inserts. And so I think this is going to be for January. I initially wanted this for October, but I have some October 2020 inserts that I printed with 2020 on there, and I don't want them to go to waste. And so I said, let me go ahead and pull that, and then I'll use that for January. And you never know, I could change up this whole setup come January. But I feel like having a dedicated fitness planner is going to help me out so much more, because right now, although I do love a good catch-all planner to track certain things, I feel like this is going to help me to stay on track, hopefully even more. So what I'm doing is I'm transitioning the January to June in the back, because I need to see July through December. And so put that there. Okay, so that way. And I technically could pull July to September out and put it in the back as well, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do that later. So this is October. And I think I'm also going to pull some half sheets and such, and probably really tweak this later off camera. You guys know you kind of get the gut set up on camera, or for me, and then later, once I really sit down and think about the setup, then I will probably make some tweaks, and I'll just do an Instagram video in my stories, and I'll show you guys what I tweaked. So I'm just adding the months within each section. See how easy that is to put? That's why I love discs. I just couldn't get down with the coil movement, y'all. I just love discs, and I've been just sticking with that because I just love the ability to be able to move things around. I know you can do that with rings, but I didn't like having to cut slits in it every time. Sometimes I would think there was a slit in it, and then I would accidentally rip it out. And I just didn't like, I don't know, I just prefer discs. Let me just keep it simple. Okay, so we have the months in there, which is awesome. All right, so I probably will have a fill paper section somewhere back here. I don't know how I'm gonna structure this yet, y'all. I'm just winging it. Okay, so next thing I need to do is go ahead and do my dashboards, my dividers. Oh, I forgot to mention, y'all, a pen. You're definitely gonna need a pen. These are our new pens. They are metal pens. The black version of this comes with the planner box kits. As you can see, they have our logo there, fancy plans. This is rose gold, so pretty. It is a metal pen. I love the way it writes. And these pens, I just love these pens. And so I'm gonna use that because I feel like it goes very well with the color scheme, because it kind of has that little rose gold vibe in it. And I thought it went better with the bag, but either way, this is what I'm going to be using. They come in these little sleeves just like this, and that's why I needed the pin loop, so that's going to be a thing that we're going to have to do as well. So setting up the dashboards, first thing I like to do is make sure they're in order. Make sure the tabs are in order. My husband does a good job of making sure they're like that before they get sent out to you. And then here is the fold over tabs that we needed to be able to indicate what the subjects are going to be. And so just a quick note when it comes to dashboard dividers is that you'll want to make sure that you have them in the order that you want them. Like, be mindful of where you want things to fall. And so my first section is going to be the calendar section, which I just showed you. We just set that up. And so that's going to be my first tab. And so this is what you'll do. You'll just basically take the divider dashboard and the fold over tab, line it up. It should fit perfectly. The one on the edge is always, the first one is always the easiest. Okay, and then line it up. And you're going to take it and flip it over and just put it on the other side. Very simple and easy. Okay, so we know that that is first. So that's going to go here. So that's all I was saying when it comes to these as well. If you don't put the tab here, as you can see, you can just have a little peekaboo of this color behind it. Okay, so I'm going to do that there. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and pop this in. Now, this is what I'm going to use for my task cards, but I have a feeling that it's going to go right here. So let me just go ahead and put it in there now, and we'll come back to this in a minute, and I'll show you how to set those task cards up. Okay, so we've got our first divider dashboard. So the second one is going to go here after the monthly calendar. And so that's going to be the second one here. And so I think what that's going to be for me, as you can see, there's a lot of different subjects here. Recipes, inspiration, resources, reflection, photos, monthly, trackers, food log, goals, measurements, and workouts. So whatever speaks to you. So we just used the calendar one. So I do want a recipe section. I do want a inspiration section, a reflection for me to journal, a photo section, resources, trackers, and goals, measurements, and we'll see where that takes us. So the next section, I'm thinking, y'all, I want it to be, what do I want it to be, y'all? Let's do recipes. So I can pop in, and that's what I wanted to get, some of the recipe inserts. So I do have some of those back behind me. Let me show you. So you guys know I do have a full recipe keeper. This is just for recipes and sample meals and recipe cards and all that good stuff. So I'm going to pull out a few of these so that way I can have my keto recipes within this planner. And they'll be easily able to be accessed because they'll be right in front of me. I kind of wanted the polka dot spine, y'all, but for some reason I don't have the polka dot spine in here. So that way, you know, this is still going to have keto recipes in there, but if I have some quickly in this planner that I can easily refer to when I'm doing my keto planning, my meal planning for, you know, weight loss and fitness, then it's just going to be easier to have it there. So I think I'll do recipes next, y'all. And you can get these in glossy or matte. I prefer matte. Sometimes I prefer glossy. It just all depends on how I feel. But these happen to be matte. All right, super easy. Okay, so since I did that, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the recipe cards and anything meal planning, you know, anything that pertains to meal planning, like maybe my shopping list inserts and all that stuff will probably go in here too. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. All right. So what's next? How about goals? And within the goals section, I'm going to put in some fill paper. And I'm not going to use food log because my food log is technically on my calendar inserts. So as you can see, these calendar inserts already have a place. This is what this is for you to log food. And so I don't need the food log one, but I do want to figure out where I want to stick this. I don't want to stick it in recipes because it's a quick reference guide. It doesn't really belong there, but what I'll probably do is do resources. And maybe within resources, that's for like websites I like, you know, any sort of resources that will help on this whole journey. Then I'll probably put this in there. So this actually goes here in goals. And I'll probably have some other, like I said, fill paper and such that will go in these sections. This is just kind of a preliminary setup. All right, so that was goals. And then let's see, trackers. Because we only have 4 more left. So we have to be strategic and make sure we get the right subjects that we want. Yeah. So I'll do trackers, and I'll probably throw some of our trackers in here. We do have habit trackers. I'll probably do the half sheets. I like the half sheets. Okay, so for now, this section is going to be blank for now. So this is throwing me off, y'all. I already noticed that this is probably not going to work with having the tabs here. I do like having the dashboards here, but I don't like having the tabs here because I want to be able to see all of the tabs that I have going on. And I use 2 different fonts. We do have some tabs in simple font and some in the other font. And that's what I've got going on here. I kind of don't want to see the tabs. I just want to see, you know, the different sections within my planner. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I just noticed it already. It's just throwing me off. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just know once we'll just have to flip here and then we see the rest of the subjects. It's just a me thing, y'all. Okay. Okay, so I've got resources there, and we do have 12 divider dashboards as well. They work very well with our abbreviated because they're going to be a little bit more staggered than these are, and they do work with these as well, but they work better with their abbreviated because the part that's the part that overlaps, excuse me, is where you'll see the month peekabooing out. So I thought I would mention that. We also have top divider tabs as well. So last 2, I know I want a section for, I was going to say photos, but maybe measurements? I don't know. Measurements. I like measurements because that, I feel like you can put photos in that section as well. And whenever I want to change out a divider dashboard, I put the sticker right on top of the existing sticker. I don't peel it off. It's just too much work to try to peel it off. Okay, so measurements. And then reflection. And that's where I'm going to put just some fill paper to use it kind of as a diary, just to write in like how I'm feeling and what's working, and you know, just to kind of reflect on the results. That's probably what that tab should have said, results. But I like measurements. All right. So within the reflection, it's just literally going to be fill paper. So as you can see, you still have 5 left over. So you can use those to replace if you feel like one section is not working for you. And that's up to you. So let's pull out the fill paper and go ahead and add it. I love setting up a planner, a brand new planner. I don't know, it just inspires me if I set it up right to want to use it. Anything new, right? Okay, resources. We're going to put the quick reference there first, and then I'll put the blank reference pages there as well, just in case I have some other things I want to write down in terms of reference. Okay, and then I said I wanted to use these for measurements. So actually this should go in this section. Okay, and then I'm thinking I want to put the project pages in here because I wanted to use this spot for like a photo and then some details, and I was going to cover supplies and costs and project and kind of use it as a Cornell note, but we'll have to see as time goes along how I actually use these. Okay, so that's almost it. As you can see, I didn't have to go this size in terms of the discs. I thought I did. I could technically not, or downsize if I want, but I kind of like them there so I can expand if needed. Okay, so we do have a little bit more fill paper left that we can use. I'll put that in trackers for now until I can get some trackers in there. Okay, so we need to go ahead and add our pin loop. So I just add the pin loop directly to the back, and I'll show you how I add it. And I typically like to have more than one pin. So we'll probably add another one somewhere eventually. And these pins are so slim, they easily go in and out of the loop. They're so pretty. And so you're just gonna peel off of the backing part. Okay, and what I like to do is kind of close the page on it so I can make sure that it's in the right position. And if you make a mistake, you can pull it back up. Yep, I think that's the perfect spot. Isn't this so fun? I love this. This is my thing, y'all. Okay, so I was thinking of adding this adhesive pocket, which is 5 by 8. And I was thinking maybe I'll add it to the cover. The reason why I want to add it to the cover, y'all, is because I want to put these stickers in here. I like to have some stickers with me to plan on the go. They don't fit in these pockets, but in my classic planner, and I think that's what I was thinking this was going to be, I have larger ones, or in my classic planner rather, I stick these on the paper or pages because they're larger, and I put the stickers in this way. So I have another solution that I'm going to use. All right, I forgot that we have triangles. So the beautiful thing, y'all, about having a shop or being a shop owner, especially when it's like something you really love and that you actually use, I just went down and grabbed what I needed. So I went ahead and grabbed these triangles. These are so awesome. They're probably one of the most popular items in our shop. So I'm going to use those, put them on a dashboard, and I'm going to, actually I could add them here, and I could just put the stickers right on the inside. We have them in clear and black. They're awesome. So I'm just going to pop this right here in the corner. And that way I have easy access to stickers to plan on the go. Put them right in the pocket. Perfect. That works out so perfectly. Okay, so next we have also some other inserts that I went and pulled. So I went ahead and got the habit trackers from the shop downstairs in the basement. I have our half letter size, and then these are half sheets for the half letter. So I'm gonna pop them both in because I'm not quite sure which ones are gonna work best, and I like to have different looks. And so let's just go ahead and pop them both in. And we'll see what happens. So I can track like workouts and things like that. Just healthy habits in general. Okay. And then half letter size. All right, so we've got the habit trackers in there. Then I also went ahead and grabbed the actual Cornell notes. I think these may be what I need. So I'm gonna just show you the difference because maybe you may not have understood what I was talking about earlier. So Cornell notes, completely blank. These pretty much have the same format, but as you can see, there's a little shading up there, and then there's some wording here and there, and we may not need that. We may need some of the wording and not all of it. So I'm gonna pop these in, and we'll see which ones we actually use. whichever ones we don't use, we'll put it in my catch-all planner because I use these all the time for different projects we have going on around the house. I also grabbed some of our ruled line paper. This is probably one of my most favorite paper in terms of just regular old fill paper from the shop. And so we are gonna put that back. I think we were gonna put that in one of the sections, y'all. I think I wanted to put it in resources. I wanted to put some in resources. I'll take 4 sheets and put it in resources. And then some sheets I'll put in goals. Okay, so we still have 2 more black triangles and 1 clear, and I'm probably gonna just spread those throughout. I think I'll put one in the back here. I love these triangles, they're so awesome. And so I just kind of put them wherever I see fit. So we'll put one right here, and I can use that for some other things. I just need to pop in real quick and just have a place to store it. So as you can see, that worked out so well, even with flipping to that page. Okay, so I've got my 2x3. These are perfect size for our task cards. You can even store some sticker sheets in there as well. So I've got 2 sets of those. And then I want to go ahead and put these in as well. So let me show these to you. You're gonna love these. I love these so much. I have one that says now or never, and 1 small changes eventually add up to huge results. So I think I want to put this behind this. I love layering, by the way. I think layering is so awesome. And I love doing that with different inserts and such. So this is how it comes. This blank sheet right here is just to kind of keep it all together. It's a plastic film sort of situation that has a quote on it that is printed. And as you can see, it's a good sturdy material. It's made out of a plastic, and you just pop it right in your planner. Isn't that awesome? So I could keep that there if I wanted. You could also punch this. And I'm thinking maybe going forward, I'll start punching these. So this, just in case you want to have it in there as well, you can. And that's probably what I'll end up doing. But most people don't use that. They just use this. So the only thing about this is that this pattern is a little busy and it's distracting me just a little bit, but I can see it. I can. And so maybe we'll just keep it there. Or should we add them now or never here? Let's see, because I do want them both in here. And maybe this is the first thing that I want to see when I open up. So as you can see, you can keep this, punch it yourself. That way you have that extra paper if you need it. Kind of like that. And then I can put this somewhere else. Maybe I can go to the end of the months, and then I can add it right here. That's awesome, right? Okay, so we added those. So let me put this back in my wrapping because I can use this again. Repurpose some of this stuff because there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so now we are ready to move into the task card phase. And I will probably store these in my collection somewhere because I don't foresee changing out these subjects. I think this is probably going to be just the way that I have it. And I also noticed that my pin loop is not completely in the right position. So I just keep my finger here and I pull it off just so I know where it was. And then I just go a little bit further out. And it still has enough sticky on it to stick again. Okay. So I'll put that to the side, and then remember we had the cover here that we didn't use that I'm going to put to the side as well. And I'm going to grab my classic planner also, and I'm going to pull some things from there that are in my fitness section. Then I'm going to transition over to this planner since this is a dedicated fitness planner. Okay, so I do have this larger pocket, which I am going to probably use. I just have to figure out where I want to use it. And so let's go ahead and pull out this dashboard, which is going to be for our task cards. And we'll go ahead and get that set up. I love task cards. So I have some fitness themed task cards. So we're gonna do 3 on the front. I also have meal planning. I also have these meal planning cards, which I love, which I think I'm gonna pull a few out for some sample keto meal plans. I use these to do sample meal plans for the family. And I probably am going to want to have some sample keto meal plans. And so I'm going to pull some of those out. and maybe a few shopping list inserts. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and pop these in real quick. In the recipes section, let's go ahead and add the shopping lists as well. See, I initially didn't think we were going to be able to fill this up, and I talked about how these discs may be too big, but as you can see, we're getting there. We're getting to a good place. Okay, so task cards. All right, let's go ahead and put the sticky adhesive pockets on first. And how I do that is I just put the top one on and the bottom one, and then I put the middle in the middle. Make sure they're all pointed the same direction. I just kind of use this as a reference. So I make sure I can get them as even as possible. Okay, there's the first one. And then make sure that the bottom one is facing the right direction. Just kind of eyeball it. It's not going to be perfect. And then I just put the middle in the middle. The back side is easier. And then once you put the middle one in the middle, it really tells you how off you are. And then if you want to make the adjustments, you can. All right, I think that's pretty spot on. Okay, so we are going to just decide really quickly. Well, let me do the 3 on the back first. And the beautiful thing about these is that you can just literally overlap them. Now you could put 2 task cards in the other side slot, but I find that it's easier just to put them on separate sides. And you might not, it's, you know, you're gonna have to grab both items out of the pocket in order to get one item out. So yeah, just layer them right on top of the existing. Perfect. Now you have double-sided. So now that we have that done, we're gonna decide where we want it. And I also sometimes put another pocket up here at the top if I have something I want to make sure stays in there, so that doesn't keep moving around. So it's up to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill these up. So I think what I want to do is, I got 3 task cards, but I'm not quite sure if I'll need all 3. Thinking maybe I'll just use 2. I know, I kind of want 3. Look at that black, y'all. Okay, so we have these in clear, we have them in black, and we have them in silver, and we have them in gold. We have them in a whole ton of colors, y'all. So sure you'll be able to find something that you're looking for. Okay, so these are gonna go somewhere else. So task cards are next. And I did do a whole dedicated video on how to set up task cards and all the options that are available in our shop. So you can check that video out if you would like. So these are the categories. We have to do, meal prep. We've got measurements, goals, food log, gym, before, after, weigh-in, plan week, groceries, workout, cardio, weight train, day off, and cheat day. And so these are our transparent sticky notes. They're on this clear card, so these are awesome to just slide in the sleeve as well. And so I think we're gonna use the gray. Yeah, I think we're gonna use the gray. So what I like to do is go ahead and position them on the task card. We also have sticky tab fold over subjects, similar to the fold over subjects I showed you right here. So you can put the fold over subject over first, just so you can see what that pertains to. We know this is a fitness planner, so it's gonna be all about fitness planner. So I don't necessarily have to do that here. And so we'll just go ahead and start by putting the tabs on. I think I'm gonna spread them out normally. I try to get them in there as tight as possible, but I think I have some leeway here. Our clear task cards have our logo at the bottom, so That's why sometimes I'm always considering the right spacing, just so that logo shines through. Okay, you could use both sides too if you want. In some of my other task cards, I have used both sides. So it's completely up to you. So now that you have that there, let me make sure the spacing is right. Then we can go ahead and add the tasks. So you'll have to determine which ones you want to add. So I think I'm going to add meal prep. So as you can see, it's a clear sticker. So you just pull it right on off and put it right in the center. Okay, and then that way when you pull this off, you put it in your planner and you know that that particular day you're doing meal prep. So that's the beauty of task cards. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill these in, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna kind of get everything assembled. All right, so I got them all done, and as you can see, if you do 5 per task card, you have 1 left over. This one says food log. I don't really feel like I needed that one in this particular case, so we're gonna go ahead and load up our adhesive pockets with the task cards. Isn't that so pretty? I love that. And you still got a ton of these left. All right, so remember we have the other side that we need to deal with now. So I think I'm gonna stick this in here just so I have it at my fingertips when I need it, because you can use them for other things besides task cards. And then I'm also going to put my menu plan cards back here as well for those sample meal plans. Sample meal plans are super awesome when you're just looking for just something really quick. You don't want to have to think about your week. You have these cards in here and you can just reference one of these cards and use that for your meal planning for that week. And then I'm going to stick in the dots, or not the dots, but these are our date squares. And I have 3 sheets of them. They do come in one, you know, like $1 and some change. And I like to have these readily available to me as well, so that way I can plan on the go. I have some dates ready to use. And so that's that. So as you can see, we've got our task cards on one side, ready to be used. And then on the other side, we've got our other planning materials and items that we may need also. So that worked out so perfectly. So now it doesn't have to be there unless you want them to be there. And I think that's a good spot for me, right at the beginning of the planner. And then I also forgot to mention to you guys that we have new inspiration cards. So we have set 1 of our inspiration cards, and now we have set 2. And set 2, I feel like they're not specifically themed for fitness, but they get you really motivated. And so they're 2x2 squares, as you can see, and they just give you a little bit of inspiration that you can add to your planner. So what I was thinking I was gonna do is add more of these sticky adhesive pockets. These are 2x4. They fit perfectly for the inspiration cards, whereas these are 2x3, and they fit perfectly for the task cards. And so we're gonna use these to add some more inspiration, y'all. So you can just pop them like that. I do have them in my other planner like this, similar to this, and I just have them all loaded here. You could do that. But in this case, I may wanna have just some inspiration here and there. You know what I mean? Like, what if I just popped them at the bottom of some of these dividers just for a little bit of inspiration? That could work, right? Yeah, let's try and see how it works. These are repositionable as well, so if you make a mistake and later you decide you want something else, they're easy to pull off. So I'm just gonna put it down there, and let me show you what the cards say. So that says, okay, let's do this. Push harder than yesterday. Follow one course until success. Don't think, just do. Never give up without a fight. Dream it, believe it, achieve it. Keep putting that work, or keep putting in that work. Don't think, just do. That's actually a duplicate. You can do anything. No pain, no gain. I can, I will, end of story. You are your only limit. So 2 of them fit in one of these. So since I have 3, I'm gonna need 6. So let's sort out the 6 that we want, and then I'll show you kind of where you can put the rest of them. I like keep putting in that work. So let's slide that in. And so how I do that is I just slide it in. Okay, and then I use another one to slide this one even further in. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right. Trying to open the pocket up so I can slide it in. See, sometimes it works perfectly, sometimes it doesn't. So what you would do in that case is just take your finger or a pen or something and slide it in all the way to the end. All right, and then you can put that second one in. All right, see? So that way you can just have a little bit of inspiration at the bottom of your planner. Now I don't know if I want this one right here. Kind of like follow one course until success. Okay, another way you could do it is take it while it's not stuck and put it in. That may be an easier way for you. You just got to decide what works for you. And then push harder than yesterday. Okay, and then let's find one more. I like I can, I will, end of story. Okay, these are the ones I have left. They come in a set of 12, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Let's see, 2 more. You are your only limit. No pain, no gain. Okay, you can still use these, and I'll show you how momentarily. You can also use the bigger size 5x8 pocket and just put them in here. They fit just the same way, all in one pocket, except you'll need to put some washi or something on the back side, and then you'll punch this. You'll leave it as a sticky pocket or not. If you want to flip it as a page, you can just punch this and use it like that, or you can take it off and just stick it on a dashboard. Okay, so last 2, kind of like this now. Using it all at once, but I don't know, I'm thinking just a little inspiration on every page might be exactly what I need. Okay. I actually like doing it better this way, because then you can get it mostly in there, and then you can just use this to get yourself the rest of the way. And then you can pull it off and stick it. Let's see, is this where I want this? Okay, and then one more. We'll put it in the goals section. You could put it wherever you want. So I technically didn't have to put it there, but I kind of like it at the bottom. I feel like it just lets you see through of what, you know, what that page has on it more so. So I love those. So with the rest of them, we do have these teardrop clips available in our shop. I love them, and you can literally just take the cards and just attach it to the top of your planner, or your side, or your bottom. So there you have it. Like I put one here. See, isn't that awesome? I'll take one in October, so I'm just basically scattering them out, and just so you can see, you can put them at the bottom also. Right. You can even attach them to the paper if you want. So I could take this on the monthly and attach one here if I want. So I could see that at the beginning of the month. And you can also take one of our, I'm trying to figure out now where I could do that, because I have a lot going on. You could take one of our pockets stick it right there. And stick that out just like that. And then I'm gonna put one more pocket. I kind of like them this way. If you want to reinforce it, you feel like it's just not holding up the way you want, you can add another clip or whatever, just for decor. It's up to you. So we've pretty much added everything with the exception of the sticky pocket. And although I really want to add it, I'm not quite sure where we could add it. I was thinking here, but I don't know if that's going to work out right now, y'all. It probably should go on the cover somewhere, but because we already have this triangle here, we don't need this. So I don't think we need this, y'all. But these are great, especially if you have a classic size planner, because they fit perfectly, where you could put like 2, I think, or you can put them that way. And then we also do have some larger ones which fit on the classic planner and the big planner even better than these. But I love these. I have used these in my setup, and they work out so well. But in this particular case, I just don't see a need for them. So I'm gonna put one more clip on these stickers just to keep them all together, and I can use these in an upcoming plan with me, and I'll show you guys how I plan on doing that to create a spread. And so that's it. That is it. So I feel like I have to do a quick flip through, right, just to show you guys how it looks all together. And so as you can see, we are not too chunky. I thought we were going to be too chunky initially. Eventually, I may change this cover out. Depends on how I feel, and put one of our clear covers on. It just all depends on how I feel. I'm not sure, because I do kind of like to see this on the front, and I know that this is my fitness planner. Okay, so I probably am going to put one of these pin loops. I love these. They're so awesome. You just kind of put them on a page, and then you can put an additional pin if you're like me and you like to have like several different pins. And so that just literally clips there, and I put the pin in. So these are available in the shop. We have 2 different versions of these, so I'll probably add that to this as well. And then I told you guys I wanted to pull some things from here that were keto specific. Also, when it comes to this, you could put this on a dashboard like this and slip some things in on one side and then have this on the other side. So as you can see, this is version 1 of those cards I was telling you about, the inspiration cards, version 1. So both of them can be used for fitness or whatever. So I have 2 sides to that. And so I want to go into my fitness section and pull out some things that are keto specific that I want to keep in this planner now. Although, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like maybe I should keep them in here, but since this is gonna be my fitness planner, they should be in here. And even these keto go-to meals should be. So as you can see, this section didn't really have much in it. These are how the kits look, by the way. I thought I would show that to you also since I'm here. So I went ahead and decorated a spread using those 2-page kits I showed you that have the boxes and the icons. So I was able to do a monthly spread and a weekly spread using 1 kit. So I love these so much, and I will be using these going forward, and some plan with me's. So I pulled that out, and I'm still going to keep that fitness section there just because I like having it there, and I think it's going to still work to be able to have some things to reference. So let's move into, and I might keep the dividers. I might. I'm still deciding. Okay, so this is going to probably go in the recipes section. Yeah. And yeah, I think these are going to go in the recipe section. Or maybe they should go in the reference section or the resources section, because this actually is for reference. This is going to go in the recipes section because those are actually recipes. And then this can go in here for reference. And then we're going to do a quick flip through. See, as you can see, the tabs go through the back so that way you can see all the subjects on both sides. So let's go into recipes, and these are just my keto smoothie recipes. All right, we're done. We're set up, y'all. So just to show you how chunky she is, she's not that chunky. She's a good, amount of chunkiness. So these discs work perfectly. And so let's just do a quick flip through because we set this up, but we also want you to see kind of how everything looks all set up all together. So we've got the stickers here with the little triangle pouch. I clipped them with one of our teardrop clips. These are our new dots and icon stickers. So as you can see, I've got enough in here that I can plan out a couple of weeks in a few months. And they're right there at my fingertips. I don't have to go looking for a sticker book. I just pull them out from the beginning of this planner. If this ends up not working later, then I'll take this clip and just clip it to the top. I have options. And then we have our task cards here so that we can pull some tasks off and use them to plan as needed. Then on the back, we have some more sticky tabs as needed. And we have our dots, squares, and some menu planning cards. These are great for pre-planning your menus. So that way, when you have those weeks where you just don't really feel like thinking about what to cook, you can just reference your meal plan. So keep them once you write in the meal or the menu. Don't throw them away, keep them. So these are great. So that's on just one of our frosted dashboards. We do have frosted and clear dashboards. And then these are the sections. We have calendar. So I popped in just a little bit of inspiration down there. And then one of our clear quote dashboards here as well that says now or never. And then these are our cardstock printed dashboards for the entire year. So we've got July here through December, and then we have January through June. And just to show you how the inserts look for October, they're very simple. They only say October, they don't say the year. And so that is the monthly. So those date squares I showed you work perfectly here. Everything is neutral. So that's breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, workout, and water intake with some notes on the side. So that's how those look. They all come with 5 weeks. Then we get to the next month, which is November, same thing. December, same thing. So what I will probably end up doing as well is popping in some things that are important within that particular month for reference. And I'll probably just pull those from the other sections. So that's the rest of the year. And then we have another quote dashboard that says small changes eventually add up to huge results. So we've got that there. And then we have our dashboard divider for recipes. These are the rest of the sections here. So as you can see those very clearly. So we've got recipes, goals, trackers, resources, measurements, reflection. And within this dashboard, we have a little bit of inspiration here at the bottom. And then we've got our recipe section, which has just the shopping list inserts. And then we've got some of our recipe cards so that we can write in some recipes on the go, and we can just have them in here. Some staple or go-to recipes will already be in here. So you don't really have to think about that. They'll already be in your planner. Then we have goals with a couple more of the inspiration cards at the bottom. These are our frosted dashboards, by the way. We love them. As you can see, if these were thicker, this planner would have been a lot thicker than it is. So the fact that they're thinner just makes it to where you're able to add more inserts and less of the dashboards in terms of space. It's going to take up less space, and to me that's what I'm all about. I want the most of the space to be inserts and important stuff. So this section is goals. So I just have some fill paper in here that have the little gym bag at the top, and then I have our ruled fill paper as well. And then we've got a little corner triangle here at the bottom with a little inspiration card and a teardrop clip. This is the tracker section. So we've got a few pages of the half sheet habit trackers. On this side, they have habit tracker. On this side, they have the habit tracker. This side has the ruled lines. Same thing with this, except it is in half letter size. So I can track some things here, and it has the ruled on the back side, which is just note paper. Then we've got another triangle pocket here at the bottom that says, okay, let's do this. Resources section, this is where I'm going to have my quick reference for macros, and then also just some important information for keto I stuck in there as well, and then some of our blank reference paper as well. So you're going to start to see me fill this planner up with good things. You're going to start to see more videos. I'm excited about it, so stay tuned. Then we've got the measurement section. Idea behind this was to be able to put a photo here and then kind of write in you know, stats in regards to that photo, maybe put the date, you know, so I know when the photo was taken. And then we also have the project pages, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use, but we may just kind of bounce back and forth between these two. And I'll probably be creating lots more things as well to make this planner even more functional. Then we've got a reflection section. It's just for what I mentioned, reflection. So for me able to sit down and write out my thoughts is what I thought this section would be good for. Then we've got a pin loop and my favorite pin right now, and then also another triangular pocket here for me to stick in whatever I would like there. So that is it, y'all. Y'all saw my whole entire setup process. Whenever I set up a planner, this is what I do. You guys saw exactly what I do. I love half letter. Half letter is my jam, y'all. It is the perfect size. I do have the bigger 1.50 discs. They are not as big as expander discs. Expander discs are 1.75. These to me are the perfect size, but I do have the smaller 1.25 discs, which are standard classic size discs, which I could transition to because I do have a little bit more space, but I want to be able to grow in this. So I just feel like these are not so bulky. They're just the perfect size. So these are clear plastic discs. They are totally a thing. Everybody loves clear discs right now, including me. That's why I use them throughout pretty much all of my planning systems. I do have rose gold discs, y'all, which now I'm like, ooh, maybe I should have done the rose gold disc. That would have been hot. Yeah, y'all, maybe we'll transition to the rose gold discs. I have metal rose gold discs. They are in 1.25 classic size, and also this size, which I'm kind of not really considering an expander, but the expander for us, which is 1.50. Ooh, y'all may see later me switch out these discs to the rose gold metal discs. Yeah, we may do that. So I have rose gold metal disc, black metal disc, gray metal disc, not silver, they're gray, which are, I love the gray. It's just a little bit more muted, less shiny. And then we also have gold metal discs. We only have the bigger size in rose gold and this clear. We also have a gray charcoal discs, which are smaller than all of the discs that we offer. They're the only discs that we offer at that smaller size, which is kind of like mini size. And so that's it, y'all. This is the planner. I love the planner. I'm ready to use this planner. I'm ready to make all of my goals come true. Again, on and off bandwagon. That's what you may see in the future. So don't judge me, okay? I'm just saying we all do it. And so I'm hoping that this planner really helps. I still have a fitness section in this planner, but I am not quite sure what I'm going to use that for. Maybe just as an inbox, and then I'll transition that from here and put that into this planner. So we'll see how that all works out. But I'm loving the setup. So comment below, let me know if you guys are loving this setup. Again, we have a full collection for fitness planner related items. I know that 2021 is right around the corner and we all need to get our life together. At least that's how I operate. Every year I reflect and I say, you know what, we're going to do this again. But I decided to start a little bit earlier, since technically I said that at the beginning of this year, so I should still be on the bandwagon. But again, it's just the way things work around here. And so I'm excited to start putting this to use. I'm really hoping that this works out for me. This might annoy me, the fact that this keeps falling in and out. So we'll see if I decide to keep this here. Again, I may add another adhesive pocket at the top, and that would really make the stand. And then in terms of getting it out, I would just be a matter of like kind of shimmying it out. I have this set up with another one at the top in one of my other planners, and it works just fine. Or maybe I'll figure out how I can incorporate this. We'll see how this all works out, but I do love having the stickers here at my fingertips. So that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions below. I told you guys I was going to do a video where I was going to set this up. I was so eager to set it up that I said, let me just film the process now. Otherwise, I'm going to set it up and be just doing a flip through. And I don't want to do that. I wanted to, because I feel like I haven't done one in a while, showed you guys like how to put together a planner, which is basically what this was today. And it's all fancy plans. Like I'm low-key screaming in my head. I'm like, yes, like this is like dreams come true. Let me just say that, okay? But you got to put in the work, and that's what I'm trying to do here, put in the work. And so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you got a little inspiration out of it, and you found maybe some items you want to add to your upcoming fitness planner setup, which means you'll give me a thumbs up on this video, and you'll also consider subscribing to my channel, and you will come back by and catch another video. Stay tuned for lots more fitness related videos coming in the future, in which case I'll see you guys then.